Hello, Cancer. Hi, lovely. You are last but not least in the spiritual queue this month of July. It's hot out here. I'm sweating, but you and two others, Cancer, um, you and Taurus and Libra, all had kind of like a different vibe. So I am asking that you take a look at your Taurus friends and your Libra friends. And anybody who is like Libra or Taurus, kind of take a look at like what might be the synchronicities going on between you guys this month because all the other readings were kind of like in the evening and in my bed, and then like this these three ended up being outdoors and in the morning. So just a much different vibe. We're going to talk about love for you. We're going to talk about health for you. We're going to talk about wealth for you. So you're going to want to stay till the end to get all your beautiful divine messages. And what I'm getting so far is with love. Ooh, okay, hang on. Let me get clarifiers because this is strange. And I hope the nature, the outside, well, that wasn't nature. That was a motorcycle. You're getting the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's kind of a choice point right now for you in love where there's a lot of different ways you could go. I don't know if that is you're like dating a lot. I don't know if that is just a lot of different choices about how to show love to other people, receive love, connect with family and friends. It does feel more of like an intimate partnership thing right now. No, this is telling me that it's friends. So there's a lot of different friends and ways that you could go. Maybe you're reevaluating your friend groups at this time and trying to figure out if like taking like maybe you've grown up some and you're taking a look at people going, are these still is this still the right crowd, for me? Does this still reflect who I actually am? And does it serve me to be, around these people? Is this helpful to me? Is this who I should be? Hmm. Reevaluating, yeah, your friend group. Maybe you're just realizing that like y'all shared some kind of common interest or something. And I'm seeing almost like a high school, like getting a bunch of friends because y'all were all in the same like sports team, or getting a bunch of friends because you were all in the same club. And then y'all didn't really have anything in common except for like that y'all were all cheerleading on the same team, or you didn't really have anything in common except for that you were all on the debate team, you know? Um, and that's what connected you. But at the end of the day, you're like, is this really the crowd that I want to have around me and by my side forever and ever and ever? Or should I reevaluate some of these people? I don't feel like any of it's like bad though. Like nobody's like super toxic or terrible or gonna like harmful. It's just like I don't know if I click with them. I don't know if I click with them anymore. And that's okay. So you're offering love, you're honoring what these people have been in your life, but then also at the same time, you're kind of like wanting to do something different when it comes to how you're connecting with people and the type of love that you're giving and receiving and who you're giving and receiving it with. Okay. And that's okay. It's okay, Cancer. You can change, you can do something different. Let's take a look at health for you. Health for Cancer. Health for Cancer. Oh, there was one. Was the okay, wait. Don't be you don't have to let this disrupt your mental health, okay? Or your emotional health. You don't have to let this be like heartbreaking. And I see that that is what you are striving to do, but that's also the confirmation from the universe. You're doing it right. It doesn't have to be heartbreaking to grow up and mature and move on or move away from or change paces or change courses to be in alignment with your divine pathway, your God's pathway for you, even if that means that some of the people that you've been really acquainted with or used to having in your life aren't going to be in this next phase of your life. They might come back around in the future. They might not. It's okay. No judgment is what was just said. No judgment. There's no judgment. It's not, you're not saying that that these people have done anything wrong or bad to you. It's just how life goes, right? We ebb, we flow. Sometimes we move this way, sometimes we move that way. Sometimes people stay at the pace that we're on. Sometimes they go at different paces. Sometimes I go that way and you go that way. Sometimes we go this way together. Sometimes somebody has to go backwards while I have to go keep going this way. It's like it's just it's sheer energetic and it's sheerly directional and based on things that are way out of your control is what I'm hearing. Based on way out of your control. Yeah, you're powerless over it. That was confirmation with the Queen of Cups or Queen of Wands in reverse. You are not in control of this. These are things that are much, much bigger than you. These are things that are connected to, your higher power and everybody else's higher power that are shifting you around. So, it hurts to hold on. And I'm getting that image of, have you seen that meme that's um, like they're holding a rope really, really tight and their hands are like all red and like painful looking. And then the other picture right beside it is like they've let go of the rope and their hands aren't all red and strained anymore. And it's like sometimes it hurts more to hang on than it does to let go. And I'm just seeing that as a message. But this doesn't have to be a heartbreaking scenario when you come at it from the logical and spiritual viewpoint of this is just life, and that's just what happens. Sometimes we grow and we move and we change, and it's okay. There's no hard feelings. I'm not seeing any hard feelings for any of these people. That's fine. You're doing okay. Don't let it break your heart. And you don't have to say anything crazy or have any kind of big explanation or be like, guys, we're not going to be friends anymore. Like, it doesn't have to be anything weird. You can simply go start just moving in your direction for life, and things will let the cards fall as they may, or whatever that term is. Okay, let's move to our health, our wealth, because they're already coming out. You're changing some belief systems around your wealth, or no, you need to change some belief systems around your wealth. There is some things that are going on unconsciously that you have no idea about that are affecting your wealth. And what I'm seeing is that you have a very guarded mentality around your wealth, your money, your things, your things that are tangible and physical. You're kind of guarded and protective about stuff. Um, I'm seeing maybe you have been in some predicaments where you were stolen from, maybe, or you were in poverty, maybe, and didn't have the resources that you needed. So now you're just like really clingy when it comes to resources and things. But and so that's what needs to change as you move on. And that might be one of the reasons why we need to move away from this friend group, because they might also be of that old mentality, and it's going to be hard for you to move out of a poverty mentality and into a more wealthy, abundant mentality if you stay connected to those old people. Um, but yeah, it's just guarded and kind of about your resources for some reason, or you like to stash and stock things away. Maybe you buy a lot of things in bulk that like you really don't have the room to buy in bulk. I mean, that's what something I was seeing. I was seeing like big giant like Sam I was seeing like Sam's Club and like what's the other one? It starts with a C, like Costco. I was seeing like a Costco and like Sam's Club where like it's like the world like the pack of toilet paper or paper towels is like taller than me, and like that's what I was seeing. And it was like, where am I gonna freaking put this? Like you get it home and you're like, where am I gonna put this? And it's like you're all trying to get a shirt out of your closet, yet there's like paper towels in the way. And so like it's just not serving you, even if it's for like the smallest reason of like it's annoying every day to have to push the paper towels out of the way to get to my clothes. Maybe we'll just buy the small pack of paper towels, and I'm doing myself a service, not a disservice, by buying lesser in smaller portions. It could be, I'm hearing that this could be about growing up pandemic. So maybe you're younger, maybe some of you are younger and you grew up um and got a little like pandemic trauma of like, oh God, we have to be really resourceful and buy everything in bulk. But you will find this is about getting your strength back and your power back that was lost possibly during that time. But it doesn't have to be pandemic. I just saw that for some of you. And then it could just be your own personal lived experience. And it wasn't fair. You know, it was like this was also you were powerless over this. This was also bigger than you. So, these were belief systems that were created by the guardians that were in your life. These are belief systems that were created from growing up in a pandemic. Like what kind of control did you have over that? So it wasn't fair. It wasn't right that you got stuck with these belief systems, but you did. And so now here you are. And for you to get your power back, you had to just change that belief system around scarcity and know that, I mean, just simple stuff like there's enough paper towels. Like you'll get more paper towels or like just run that scenario through your brain. Like if I run out of paper towels, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? I use a washcloth. I use a hand towel. I use a towel to clean up that spill or something like that. Like just try to play it through, like run it through to the worst case scenario and then be like, so I can buy the small pack of paper towels and like everything will be okay. So it's just some like fear mentalities that were gotten from stuff that is no longer present. So that's the big kicker is that it's no longer your reality. So those things aren't serving you anymore. They served you then, they served your parents then or whatever, but they're not serving you now. So we can let go of them because they're not serving you now, right? All right, Cancer. Now we're going to go to my divine how to wear a crown divine guidance cards. This is my deck that I created from my book, How to Wear a Crown, A Practical Guide to Knowing Your Worth. That's available on Amazon. Everything you need to know about it's in the description box below. I also, well, once upon a time, I had my sweatshirt to show you guys that says how to wear, I know how to wear a crown, which is one of the things in my merch collection. So we have merch if you want to check that out, also in the description box below. These you can pre-order too. They are on Divine Time right now. We don't have like a scheduled date, but anybody that invests in the divine timing of that pre-order process, you will be overly compensated and showered with abundance of freebies and extras and stuff that nobody else will get once they are released. So that being said, all the stuff, there's other stuff too. So if you've caught a vibe during this reading, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe if you caught a vibe. Hit the like if you liked something about it. And if you had some kind of experience that you want to share, drop it in the comments. I read every single one. I would love to hear from you as well. Your card that you got out of the How to Wear a Crown Divine Guidance cards was maintaining your worth and connecting to others. So that's so funny because so much of it was about disconnecting from the other people, right? So I feel like so much of your worth was wrapped up in this idea, right? And I think we said that too already, that how much of your worth is wrapped up in like the connections, like being, but I'm a cheerleader, but I'm a basketball player, I'm a Raider, I'm a Viking, I'm a whatever, right? Like your identity kind of got caught up in like being a part of this group of people, whoever they might be. And even and it doesn't have to be like a group, like a team like that, but that's just like the imagery that's being shown. Like we were tight, we were connected, this was us. Like, who am I without them? Like, kind of a thing. So you have to maintain your worth without, you have to know that you have your own independent identity, your own independent worth. And that being said, that's the end of your reading. And Cancer, there is one thing, or no, there's three things that I want every single person that enters my realm to know as they exit. And that is that you are worthy, you are powerful, and you are full of potential. But you have to say it with me. Say, I am worthy, I am powerful, and I am full of potential. Yes, you are. So have a great July, and I will see you next month.